is Saturday the 3rd of November 2018. Yet again I'm on a train, this time heading to Darlington for Lib Dem North East conference.
I'm sure where he was on our table
First up this morning was Christine Jardine. She is the recently elected MP for Edinburgh West, and she was talking about the key issues that are happening in Parliament at the moment, so obviously a lot about Brexit, and she was very positive about saying that she thinks there will be a referendum on the Brexit deal. And I asked her whether any thought had been put into what Labour is likely to do, and whether Theresa May could be saved by the wings of the Labour Party who are either reactionary, in other words, the old dinosaur wing that wants to leave the EU anyway, and the other wing of the Labour Party, which is the sort of like Caroline Flint of this world, who are now sucking up to Brexit, even though they are former Remainers. And she thinks that everything is still up in the air. Christine did, and she thinks that ultimately it could come down to the votes of Lib Dems in Parliament as to whether there is a referendum or not. But one thing she is clear about is that in many ways Jeremy Corbyn is peripheral to this, because the Labour Party may end up doing what he doesn't want them to do, and he doesn't want them to be backing a Remain situation. He is very much a leaver.
They did it slightly differently in the Highlands, because you can campaign that way in the Highlands, it just doesn't work. But in our big urban seats, that's what we did. We worked through the elections, one after another, just building on the success. Now, you've got the success in Sunderland, you can build on it.
Well, this isn't the real one, you'll get the real one when Boy brings it back. Oh, you'll get the in the next one.
If you'll forgive me, while they're getting it, in the last elections, three candidates got more votes in the local elections than we managed to get for the entire campaign for the David Miliband by-election, and really did brilliantly well, and some of you have seen all the photographs.
Second speaker this morning was Sal Brinton. She is better known as a member of the House of Lords, but also as party president, and she was here talking about the consultation on expanding the party out into being more of a movement rather than just a much more formalised political party. And much of the discussion was about the supporters scheme that has been proposed, and I actually spoke in favour of it. I think we need to move forward, and one of the ways of getting like-minded people into the party is to set up a supporters scheme, which will be, in my mind, a sort of halfway house between being an ordinary member of the public and being a full party member.
It's about 10% of our membership, which has always been the case. So I'm going to take you to the top right-hand box, which says where a supporter scheme fits in. So we know that in a general election, millions of people vote Lib Dem. The dividing line between what you get as a member and what you would get as a supporter has to be very clear, because we want people to feel that their membership is valued. and voting for policy at conference is absolutely
We had lunch and then we moved on to some training sessions, and I've just been in one about our Connect database. We've had the first session this afternoon. It was a roundtable discussion on housing, and I'm taking more of an interest in housing these days because of the situation in Gateshead and the housing strategy, or lack of. But that session is now finished and we're just having a break before going into the final session.
We may have frustrated our European partners a little, but they don't want us to leave. And we shouldn't be going down a path that is fundamentally damaging to this country. For Liberal Democrats, of course, it could be the opportunity we've been waiting for. I'm not someone who likes to go around and say, well, I told you so. But actually, I think we may get quite a lot of credit for the principled stand that we have taken to say, this is wrong, we need a people's vote.
Last session of the afternoon was with Graham Watson, former member of the European Parliament, and talking about, you guessed it, about Brexit. But conference is now over, so we're about to head back to Gateshead.